第一个是我们的这次不丹行的旅行社老板，他的不丹名字叫做Tandin，但是他其实在外面有个艺名
Misty Terrace Band，
他的那个乐团叫做 Misty Terrace。然后他现在正在跟赖声川的女婿，台湾女婿，他在拍一部电影，就是《The Monk with the Gun》。And when is the movie going to release?
We had a premiere in America and Canada a few weeks ago.
Okay.
So right now it's traveling to Europe and Asian film festivals.
Okay.
It's doing the festivals now.
他的这部电影，他现在在美国跟加拿大都已经有先上映过了，做了一些 promotion 在那个地方，然后正在跑欧洲，在做巡回的一个宣传中。When is the time to go to Asia?
Yeah, it premiered in Busan this week actually.
This week?
Yeah, and then it's doing India and all Southeast Asia in the coming weeks.
Taiwan?
Yeah, even Taiwan in 1 or 2 months.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. 他说目前在不丹已经在上映，对过来就是会去印度啊，还有大部分的南部亚洲区，然后台湾大概在1-2个月之后也会上映。我们期待那部很特别的电影。今天会找他来，是因为他在车上跟我们讲介绍不丹的时候，真的是让我们感觉到很 touch， 就是你可以感觉到他对不丹的爱。所以我们想说，请他来介绍一下不丹的特别的地方。
I'm a singer and a musician, and to start with, you begin to appreciate that this is a very special and different country, especially, and I've been lucky enough to travel out. My music has taken me out of the country. You feel that special feeling, especially when you come back after a long trip. Let's say you go to Australia for 1 month, 2 months. The moment you land back in this Paro International Airport, it's like everything stops. I think it's like time stops. Like you feel that different, that happiness, that relaxation. You're like so easy and comfortable. You can like sit back and take a deep breath. And we Bhutanese feel that a lot, yeah.
他本身也是个歌手，因为他出唱片，所以他必须要到全世界去巡回的宣传，尤其在澳洲这样子旅行，工作1-2个月回来之后，回到不丹，然后当你下飞机到那个不丹机场的时候，那个不丹的那个氛围、那个安静感、那个让人家觉得哇，so chill， 那种很放松的感觉，他觉得真的是不丹唯一的特产。
Right, yeah. And there are so many things that make Bhutan very unique, Bhutan very different from the rest of the world. One of the main things that sets us apart is our philosophies of, gross national happiness. In Bhutan, GDP doesn't mean much. Even I don't understand what GDP actually means in a country. So this is a place where happiness is put first. Happiness is at the core of every policies, national laws. Happiness is part of, like every Bhutanese strive. Every institution in Bhutan, they work. Every community in Bhutan, everything is about making people happy, about the journey that you go inside yourself,
right.
Not just about,
right.
blindly going out.
我把他的那个语义稍微简短说一下。他说在 GDP 在不丹说真的不算什么，即使他自己本人也不知道 GDP 到底是真正要如何去衡量跟计算，但是整个不丹的国家的人民都是为了一个快乐、那个快乐幸福感而工作着、生活着，因为他们是佛教国家，在佛教国家里头，那种真正的那种幸福感、满足感是来自于心，不是外面的东西让他们感到快乐、开心，而是那个回到你的内心、自信的那个满足、充实、幸福感。
Yeah, and we are a Buddhist kingdom, by which it means that, our whole country practices Buddhism. Buddhism is very dominant. We can see Buddhism everywhere, even when you walk around. Prayer flags, prayers that are written on the walls, paintings, everything has a lot to do with Buddhism. As a Buddhist kingdom, you will find out that being a Buddhist or being a Bhutanese, the line is very blurred. It's almost like the same thing. So Buddhism has become like a part of life, everyday life. Go to most of the Buddhist schools, colleges, even offices, other big institutions, they always start with morning prayers. For every food, we offer it to the triple gem, to the local spirits and the deities. So Buddhism is everyday practice. It's part of being Bhutanese.
在不丹，因为他们是佛教国家，在他们的国家里头，宗教已经完全进入到那个生活心里头了。佛教跟不丹人之间的差别的那条线已经变得非常非常的模糊，几乎90%以上的不丹人都是佛教徒。 他们把佛教的整个精神啊都融入他们的日常生活中，所以你从他的墙头上都会看到很多那种佛教的语言啊，他们的画画呀，包含每天日常的饮食，他们一定是先祈祷，然后供养给上师，供养给那些地方神，那些他们的敬仰的崇敬的那个对象之后，才会开始他们的饮食。
We Buddhists love our king. We have had so many great kings, and what makes our leaders, our kings, different from many of the leaders around the world is their policies, their laws, and their vision about the country, about the future has always been very wise. It has been about not just thinking the next 10 or 20 years, but maybe 50, 100 years. So our kings long time decided that the country should be under 70%, more than 70% natural vegetation. It should be, the forests should be maintained at that. And there's no cutting down of trees, no expansion of building of cities at uncontrolled rate. So the remaining 30% is where the small Bhutanese towns are. That's where the Bhutanese live. That's where our little markets are.
他们是一个国王制的，就是他们还是有国王的这样的一个国家。对于他而言，他认为他们的国王会那么的被人民所崇敬，跟其他国家的国王不同在于说，他们的国王是非常有远见的。他从他的法律啊，从他对于整个人民的政策照顾啊，还有在于整个环境上的一个保护，很久很久以前，那个国王就已经很强烈的一个意识，就是这个国家的自然必须保持在70%到80%的森林啊、水都必须保护下来，剩下的30%是给那些佛教徒，他们可能有一些小生意啊，但总之你不会在这个国家看到那种超级城市的扩展，他们尽量保持原生态。
Yeah, and recently in the international media, this country has been reputed and we have a huge reputation for being the only carbon negative country in the world, which means thanks to our forest cover, that Bhutan as a country, we produces more oxygen than we consume, or we produce less carbon dioxide than we produce. So it is a very eco-friendly country, and we have next generation of policies and laws which are like maintained and preserved, so that the future of the Bhutanese future population gets the same share of this natural, the raw, organic, that energy that's there. And the Bhutanese way of life, we are so connected to the nature, to the animal kingdom, and we live in one of the most dense Himalayan forest. You can see it's a mountainous country.
保护这个国家的整个自然资源对他们来讲真的非常重要。他们的国家的那个低碳量应该是全世界第一的哦。他们对于水资源的一些保护啊，可以说是非常的绿友善的一个国家。Okay, so
and here we are in the famous Tigernes Monastery. This should be Bhutan's #1 photographed spot, I think.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, and it's a very special place. It's been on this hill for more than 330 years.
年久的虎穴是可以说是全不丹的第一的风景，第一的 top one， 这个一定要来不丹就要来一次。
And there's a saying that every Bhutanese make the trip maybe once or twice or many times. They have to be here once in their lifetime. And we come here to offer our wishes and prayers, not just for ourselves, but for everyone in the world, for so many future generations. And Buddhist as a philosophy, I think, it teaches us to be very selfless. It's about the other person more than yourself. So the Bhutanese prayers, every prayer, I think starts with happiness and peace for everybody in the world. Then after that, you pray for yourself maybe.
虎穴寺是所有佛教徒一生中必来一次的地方，他们去那里祈祷啊，去那里祝祷。然后对于所有佛教徒而言，他们很重要的一个点在于无我，就是非常利他的事，永远都是先祝福所有的人，所有的世界是和平的、快乐的，然后到最后才会祝福自己是快乐和平的。Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for your introduction.
Thanks a lot. It was lovely.
We wish you a movie and your thing album can appear.
Thanks a lot, and I hope you had a great trip in Bhutan.
We do.
See this end to a perfect day.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you.